Hello, and welcome to the Carbon Farm Planning Training Curriculum. In this video, I'm going to be demonstrating how you can access this curriculum once you have received your email indicating that an account has been created for you by the curriculum team. So I have created a sample account to walk you through this process. So let's navigate to your email, and you should have received an email from Colorado State University here, which is the first email here. Your username will be defined, and this was predetermined for you as your first initial and your last name. There will be two links on your email. We're going to use the very first link in order to create our own password. So I'm going to select that first link. It's going to open up Litmus here. We're going to confirm our name. This is my test email account, and we're going to create a password. This password needs to include one uppercase, one lowercase, one number, one special character, and at least 8 characters. So we're going to do that now. And I'm going to do that one more time. And all right. And then if you want to adjust your time zone here, Pacific time, you can add whatever other points that you would like to add here. If you would like to get text updates, you can also add a mobile phone number here. Those are really the only things that we need to have. We need to have a email account. Selecting your date is totally fine, and then a time zone as well as the password here. So then I'm going to hit continue. So now that you all have created a password and selected continue, you will be on the home page for the curriculum. On this page, you'll see that you have one assigned training to do, and that will be the Carbon Farm Planning Training, which you can find below here. Because we have not started this curriculum, that is under the category of not started. Once we begin that, you can find that curriculum in the in progress here. So let me go back to not started. You'll also be able to see any announcements that the curriculum team wishes to share with you all here, as well as the message button in the top right corner. So let's get started with the curriculum. So we're going to click on Carbon Farm Planning with Carbon Cycle Institute, and you will be on the launch page for this curriculum. There is a percentage number up here in the right corner that is going to tell you how far along in this curriculum that you are. We have the modules set up down below and the sections within each module. There are a few modules that are not revealed yet. So as you finish each of the webinars, then those next modules will be revealed for you all to move on. Before we hop into the actual curriculum, I do want to point out that there is a discussion board. This would be a great place for you all to introduce yourself, or if you have any questions, everyone in the curriculum can access these questions and respond to each other. And then the curriculum team can also respond to those questions as well. So keep a lookout for those. So we're going to go back to the modules. There are a few ways to get started with this course. We can click the big orange button that says Start this course. We can also click Navigating this curriculum. We can click on this first one because 1, it's the first one, and 2, it's not locked. So in order to proceed in the curriculum, you have to complete it in sequential order. So we can start this curriculum by selecting Start this course or Navigating this curriculum. Before we get started with this section of the curriculum, there's a few items on the layout that I'd like to point out. The first is this little hamburger icon in the upper left-hand corner. This shows you a navigation map of the entire curriculum, although you can only see the first portion of the curriculum. After webinar 1, we'll release the second part, and then after webinar 2, we'll release the final part. Each of the sections will be locked off though, which means that you have to complete each previous section before you can move on to the next one. So we cannot see Carbon 101 until we complete navigating this curriculum. So I'm going to exit out of that one. And then we're going to go ahead and select next module. So once we get to this homepage for this module, there's another thing to point out, which is the navigation bar at the top. So this long orange line, this will be your progress bar. Because navigating this curriculum only has one page, the progress bar is entirely complete. However, each of the pages in the different sections of the curriculum, or each of the modules, so Carbon 101, Introduction to Carbon Farming, has multiple pages within each section. This progress bar will move along as you complete each of the pages, so you can track how far along in the module that you are. There's also a menu button in the top right corner. This menu button will show you all of the different pages within each of the different modules. So because navigating this curriculum section only includes one page, we've got that welcome page that we just came from, and then navigating this curriculum. When you finish each page, and then you'll see each item in the curriculum later, once it's complete, you'll have a little orange check mark next to it. Navigating this curriculum is not complete, so we do not have a little orange check mark yet. So we're still on this page. For all of the different modules, you'll also have a resources tab underneath this menu option here. There are no additional resources under this single page of navigating this curriculum, so it's not here, but on the next sections, you'll have a resource tab just to the right of contents here. So when we hit navigating this curriculum, we're on the page that we just were on. So now we can scroll down to view the content within each of the pages. So this navigating this curriculum page doesn't actually have any carbon farm planning content, but is populated with content and all of the types of interactive features that you might encounter throughout the entire curriculum. So YouTube videos or PDF documents or hotspots and carousels, which you'll have to expand those in order to figure out what those are. Some other interactive features. And at the very bottom, you'll have a check your knowledge on most pages. So this check your knowledge feature, when you click on that button, a window will pop up, in which case you'll need to answer all of the questions within this little window in order to check your knowledge. And some of these have feedback on them. So when you've completed all of these questions, then you can either hit that little X button or you can just hit out of the window like that. If you have completed everything that you should have completed within each of the features, so if we answered all of the questions here, then there would be a little orange check mark there. We did not answer anything, so there's no orange check mark. Once you have answered every question or interacted with everything on a page, then the next button will appear down below. This page is the only page in the curriculum that does not have a next button down here because there is only one page in this module. So once you have interacted with everything on this page, then you can go ahead and select next module up top. For every other module, there'll be several pages within those modules, so you'll have to hit the next button a few times before you can go to the next module here. We'll scroll back up to the top. It is very important that you read every bit or make sure that you check all of the videos that have been watched all the way through, or all of the features have been clicked on and interacted with. If you guys have any questions, feel free to send the curriculum team a message via Carbon Cycle Institute's email. There's also some messaging buttons up top where you can send a message to Lynette or Haley Nagel from the curriculum team. So if I wanted to send Lynette a message, I could do that here. Perhaps I wanted to send Haley Nagel a message on the curriculum team as well. Perhaps you are having an issue with maybe you can't move on to the next page. Then you can send us an issue and describe what you are seeing here. There is one other thing I'd like to point out is if we go back to the home page, remember the place to find your curriculum is going to be, we've already started this curriculum, so it's going to be under the in progress here. I would avoid going to the content library. You'll see some additional features that Litmus has in here. So we are going to be strictly using this carbon farm planning. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out.